Welcome to Wonder Earth Stories.
Long ago, before ships ever crossed the vast blue horizon, the Earth was a single, solid puzzle. Africa, India, and Australia held hands in a giant connected landmass known as Gondwana. But deep beneath the crust, the planet began to groan. Molten rock surged like a subterranean river, forcing the Earth to crack and tremble. A massive fragment tore away from the mainland, drifting slowly into the solitude of the Indian Ocean. This was the birth of Madagascar, a lonely island destined to become a secret kingdom, separated by miles of water and millions of years of time. It was a break that would change the course of life itself, turning a piece of rock into a floating laboratory of evolution, far from the eyes of the rest of the world. In a lush, vibrant rainforest, Limo the lemur clung to a mossy branch, his striped tail twitching with curiosity. He watched the thick canopy, his wide eyes scanning the shadows for answers. "Why is our home so strange?" he chirped to Taki, a chameleon whose skin shifted from emerald to gold. Taki blinked slowly, his eyes rotating in opposite directions. "Because we are alone," Taki replied in a dry whisper. Limo wanted more. He trekked to the base of a colossal baobab tree, its trunk a fortress of gray bark. There sat Grandfather Aldo, a tortoise whose shell bore the deep scars of centuries. Aldo moved with the weight of history. He stretched his neck, his voice a low rumble. "Millions of years ago, we broke free," Aldo whispered. "We drifted into the silence. Because no one could reach us, life here took its own path, creating wonders that exist nowhere else on this planet." Limo watched as a group of Sifaka lemurs performed a rhythmic, sideways dance across the forest floor. He saw a mouse lemur, no larger than a human thumb, dart into a hollow log. Geography turned the land into a mosaic of survival. On the eastern coast, warm winds dumped heavy rain, feeding waterfalls that roared through gardens of wild orchids. But on the west, the land turned into a spiny forest, where trees grew sharp, silver thorns to guard their precious moisture. Limo navigated both worlds, his life defined by this unique isolation. The island was a masterpiece of adaptation, where every creature had found a way to thrive in its own specialized corner, protected by the surrounding sea. Then, the horizon changed. Sails appeared against the setting sun. Humans arrived in wooden boats, bringing songs, fire, and the rhythm of new lives. Villages sprouted, and the sound of children replaced the silence of the wild. But progress brought a shadow. Sharp axes bit into the ancient wood. The canopy thinned, and the once mighty rivers slowed to a mere trickle. Limo stood at the edge of a barren clearing, his fur matted with dust and his heart heavy. He looked at Aldo, who remained motionless under the stars, a witness to the changing world. "Will the magic fade?" Limo asked, his voice trembling. Aldo looked toward the horizon where the fires burned. "Only if the new arrivals forget the value of what they found," the old tortoise replied, his eyes reflecting the flickering flames of the new settlements. The warning sparked a change. Scientists arrived with notebooks, mapping the hidden paths of the mist. Local families began planting saplings, stitching the broken forest back together with their own hands. Nature parks were cordoned off, creating sanctuaries for the lemurs and the red frogs. The island began to breathe again. Today, Madagascar remains a miracle of biology. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in violet and gold, Limo sat beside the old tortoise once more. The baobab tree stood behind them as a silent, ancient guardian. "Why is this place so special?" Limo asked. Aldo closed his eyes, his voice barely audible over the evening wind. "Because we were brave enough to drift away. In our solitude, we became something the world had never seen." Limo looked out at the vast, dark forest. The island was a testament to the power of being different, a wild, beautiful, and irreplaceable treasure floating in the deep, forever a secret kingdom in the blue.
Thank you for exploring the world with me. I'll see you in the next story. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Wonder Earth Stories.